A raid has taken place in Colony Ridge. It's February 25th, 2025, and these are your headlines. Well, Governor Greg Abbott announced that federal authorities and state law enforcement would be targeting criminal illegal aliens in the Colony Ridge development north of Houston. Abbott said the operation had been in the works with President Donald Trump's border czar Tom Homan for several months. Now, if you don't remember Colony Ridge, this development has been the subject of controversy, with some critics accusing the developer of attracting a large population of illegal aliens. How? Well, they advertise in Spanish on social media. They also advertise in other countries, and they offer predatory loans that require no social security number. Now, Texas Scorecard's Joseph Trimmer was on the scene after Abbott's announcement yesterday. He said DPS vehicles were visibly patrolling and conducting traffic stops in the area. Numerous criminal illegal aliens have been arrested in Colony Ridge in recent years as the settlement has exploded in size. Just last December, an illegal alien smuggler was arrested there for his role in the deaths of 50 people. Last month, an illegal alien was sentenced to 50 years in prison for his role in the murder of 16-year-old Emily Patricia in Colony Ridge. This month, authorities seized nearly 350 pounds of methamphetamine as well in the area. Both the federal and Texas governments have filed lawsuits against the development, which is operated by brothers John and William Harris, alleging predatory practices. With lawmakers seeking to end taxpayer-funded lobbying this session, recently surfaced information shows that a Democrat legislator is pocketing a six-figure salary from an organization that's funded by a taxpayer-funded lobbying group, the Texas Association of School Boards. Democrat State Representative Mary Gonzalez from El Paso is the executive director of the Mexican American School Boards Association, or MASBA, which was renamed to the School Board Members for Latino Equity. In an email obtained by Texas Scorecard, Texas Latino School Boards Association Executive Director Jamie Matthias asserted that Gonzalez's organization, and it's a different organization, receives monetary support from the Texas Association of School Boards, which has been described as a liberal, extremist, taxpayer-funded lobbying organization that hates parents, lobbies against education opportunities for poor families, and supports men and girls' locker rooms. That's Representative Brian Harrison who put it in those stark terms. According to Matthias, TASB funds MASBA to the tune of over $100,000 per year, and that was confirmed by TASB, who told Texas Scorecard that they had a licensing agreement with MASBA for nearly a decade. MASBA's 990 tax form for fiscal year 2023 reveals that Representative Gonzalez received a salary of over $113,000, 28% of the nonprofit's total revenue for the year. Matthias says that Gonzalez's salary has contributed to the fact that MASBA's cut back on the number of scholarships it awards to Hispanic students in Texas. Taxpayer-funded lobbying, by the way, which was flagged as one of Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick's priorities this session, as well as a priority of the Republican Party of Texas, is gaining traction. Senator Mays Middleton filed a measure just last week that seeks to ban the practice.
America is at a crossroads. Now, more than ever, Texas must step up and lead the country. We don't have time to mess around. The only way to save America is with a strong Texas. You and I know this, but so do the enemies of life and liberty. Therefore, you and I have no choice but to stand up and fight. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and to the enemies of liberty, I say, come and take it.
Legislation filed in the Texas House would allow Texans to purchase Ivermectin over the counter after it was discouraged by the Biden administration's FDA. Representative Wes Verdel's introduced House Bill 3175 to authorize a pharmacist to dispense ivermectin without a healthcare practitioner's prescription order. Despite decades of use, the FDA and media politicized and weaponized ivermectin during the COVID era, the COVID lockdowns. Dr. Mary Talley Bowden from right here in Texas had reported that humans have used ivermectin for decades. Well, in response, the FDA discouraged people from using ivermectin to prevent or treat COVID-19. In 2024, the FDA settled with Dr. Bowden and two other doctors who claimed such statements harmed their practice. The The FDA's attorney even later admitted in a Project Veritas secret recording that the FDA's demonizing of ivermectin was a mistake. Representative Verdell hopes that as more states pass similar bills into law, they will encourage a national bill allowing the over-the-counter purchase of ivermectin for human consumption. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.